his Italian tan. Why haven't you played in London for so long? Why has it been 2 years?
They don't let me out very often. And I think I'm not a very fast worker, so with other projects that I like to play around with, the actual cycle process of album touring is a little slower for me than for some others.
Yes, I get the impression that you spend a long time on each of your songs, sort of crafting them all with the sounds and the lyrics being sort of equally important, really. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it does take me quite a while, and there's other peripheral activities too which occupy me.
What, like what?
Well, the WOMAD Festival last year was one of these things, which was an attempt to introduce musicians from different parts of the world with rock musicians who'd been influenced by some of their music.
You're very influenced yourself by music from all parts of the world, aren't you? Where do you get most of your influences from?
Well, firstly, I had no pretenses about playing African music or any other type of music. I think of myself primarily as a European musician, but there are some rhythms, for instance, just patterns which I can steal and program into my rhythm machine and then try writing stuff around it. And rhythm is like the spine of a piece of music, and the body that forms around it will vary according to the shape of the rhythm pattern that you start with.
You also program some very strange sounds into your synthesizers, don't you? You go to factories and play sort of bits of metal pipe and so on.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. I always dreamt of an instrument that would enable one to take any natural sound and manipulate it and then put it up on a keyboard. And some Australians invented such a thing a few years back, and I've been using one of these now, and so I can go and play with all sorts of odd noises that people perhaps wouldn't normally consider as source material for music, and have a lot of fun doing it. Do
you feel that you have a real responsibility to sort of break new ground with your music and to say something worthwhile, make people think?
Well, breaking new ground, I personally will only find it interesting, I think, as long as I'm trying to challenge myself in some way or another. And as far as making people think, I think music that is purely entertainment has its place, but I think a lot of rock needs to be aware of the world in which it's living. And whereas my prime purpose is not to preach, I'm interested in some sort of awareness of what's going on.
Yes, and you've involved yourselves in a lot of charities, human rights charities, including this anti-apartheid concert at Selhurst Park at Crystal Palace, so I wish you lots of luck with that. Any surprises in it?
Well, not especially. I think this is the first time we've done this particular batch of
We look forward to that. I hope you raise lots of money. Peter Gabriel, thank you very much. Fran.
Well, one rather...
Taylor, Queen.